Hi 5th graders, today we're going to learn about the topics that we're going to learn about are area of a circle, rounding decimals, decimal addition/subtraction, and algebraic expressions. So let's get started. So the first page of the worksheet is finding the area of a circle. We're going to do number 4 together. Number 4 gives us that the radius is 9, right? And we don't know the units, right? And in order to find the area of a circle, we need to know the formula, which is right up here. I'll highlight it for you guys. A equals pi times r to the r squared, right? So we already know what r is because it gives us r is 9, right? So once we know what r is, we just need to plug it in, which is 9 right here, right? Oops, it's in yellow. Oh well. So it's 9, right? And we already know that 9 times 9 is what? 81, right? So we put 81. And for this pi, you could just leave it next to it. So the area would be 81 pi. Area equals 81 pi. That's your final answer for number 4. Now for these expressions with diameter, in order to plug it into the given area of a circle formula, you just need to divide it by 2, right? Because the radius is half of a diameter, okay? Now we're going to do rounding decimals. So there are special rules. So when you want to round up, the number has to be 5 or more. 5 or more, okay? Now if you want to round down, it has to be less than 5. Less than 5, okay? So those are the rules. Now knowing the rules, we're going to go on to number 5, which gives us 9.234, and the red digit is 3. So we need to look at the digit next to it or behind it, which is in the thousands place, which is 4. Now when we look at the 4 here and we look at the special rules that I gave you right here, 4 is most likely less than 5, right? So you're going to round down. But in this case, you could just stay the same. So let me write that here just in case someone gets round down. Round down is the same thing as just staying the exact same. So what I mean by that is the new answer is gonna be 1.23. 1.23. Like the 3 does not change because 4 is not greater. If it was 1.235, then it would be 1.24. But since it's not, since 4 is less than 5, we're just going to leave it as 3, okay? Which is rounding down. Now we're going to do number 4, which is decimal addition/subtraction. We're going to do number 4 together. Number 4 gave us 45.903 plus 9.374 plus 51.28, okay? So we just need to put it in this form, right? And then we need to make sure that the decimals are all lined up and all the numbers are in the same places too, right? Now knowing that, we're going to add, right? So 3 plus 4 plus 0 is just 7, right? And then 0 plus 7 plus 8 is 15. So we put the 5 down here and we bring the 1 up here. And then 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 plus 2 is 15. So we put 5 right here. And we bring the 1 right here. Don't forget your decimal right here. Now it's 1 plus 5, 6. 6 plus 9, 15. 15 plus 1, 16, right? So we put 16 right. 6 right there, 1 right here. This is a 0. So 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 0, 5. And then 5 plus 5 is 10. So we get 106.557. Now let me check if the answer is correct. And indeed it is. So that's going to be your final answer. Now let's move on to algebraic expressions. So when we read the directions up here, it says we have to write an expression, and for numbers 1 through 5, we have to find an answer, but for numbers 6 through 10, we need to write an expression with a variable and explain what the variable means, right? So number 3 gave us the gardener grew 10 rose bushes, then he sold 2 of them. So how much did we have in total? total amount, we had 10, right? And how much did he sell? Sold. How much did he sell? 2, right? Now we need to find out how much we have now. So your expression or your equation will be 10 minus 2. 10 minus 2, right? That will be your expression, right? And we know that 10 minus 2 is what? 8. So he has 8 rose bushes left. So that's going to be your 2 answers for number 3. Let me highlight them for you guys just in case. Your 2 answers for number 3 is 10 minus 2 and 8 rose bushes. Now let's move on to number 10. Number 10 just gave us Mina has 50 pens. She sold several. So we know that she has a total of 50 pens in the beginning, right? But we don't know how much she sold because she just said, because the problem just says sold several, right? So we need to find out how much she sold, right? But we don't know exactly how much, so we're just going to put X, right? And our expression would be 50 minus X. And it says to explain what the variable means. So X, we're going to say represents the total amount of pens that Mina sold. And that's it. So this one also has 2 answers. And let me highlight it. It's 50 minus X, and this whole thing right here, X equals the number of pens that Mina sold. And that's all I have for you guys today. I hope this helped you. And